And we're back. Yikes, girl.
Girl, we had technical difficulty like a mofo.
I know we've had quite a bit tonight. It's wild. I don't know if that's like something trying to stop us, but we're persevering.
Reperseus.
Persevering. All right. So our next video is actually a trilogy. There are 3 songs that kind of feed into each other.
Okay.
And it's called Ginny and Screech's Tale. And so, yeah, we'll just play it. Again, this was recommended by Mark on our YouTube. So thank you, Mark. We're gonna go ahead and check this thing out. I've seen this before, just as full disclosure for people.
Well, now you know I had a whole shebang when he showed me the first REN, and it turned out to be a loving surprise. I hope he don't kill me with this one.
Yeah, no, we'll see. We'll see what you think.
Okay, roll it.
What you think? All right, here we go.
It was a quiet dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City. Jenny walked alone, she was dragging her feet. She was heading back home to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, because she walked it about 1,000 times before she wanted to escape. Can you blame? Well, on the very same night, in a different place, there walked this hooded young youth by the name of James. He was 14 years old and out of his brain, he'd been smoking ganja with the boys. James, he grew up to be a kid of the street. His mates called him Screech, he was quick on his feet. He was a liar, a thief, at 14 years old, the devil had set his sights on his soul. As Jenny walked home all alone, she felt scared. Usually she was alright, but it was like there was something in the air. A divine intervention telling her to beware, maybe intuition bogging her and making her so scared. Sirens sound in the distance to the beat of Jenny's feet. A symphony of the night that echoes crime on London streets. Jenny turns a corner, their eyes they meet. Our poor girl Jenny, a boy named Screech. Give me all your money, bitch, give it to me. If you cooperate, then you'll soon be free. I want your purse, your phone, don't fucking look at me. I mean it, bitch, are you listening to me? Jenny freezes.
Jenny sound like she live on the west side of Chicago.
Oh, is that what it sounds like?
And Screech sound like he one of our new refugees.
Yeah. Well, and she's what, 14 years old?
Oh, she's 14. I know the kid Screech is 14.
Oh, I guess he's 14 then. Yeah. So what I noticed at the beginning when he was all making those noises, you're like, oh, here we go again.
You know, I have to say, Bonnie, he didn't do me like he did me the last time. But I was like, is he finna do that to me again? But he didn't do that. So
yeah.
So far, I'm into his story. He's given me this sweet, innocent Jenny, carefree girl, used to her neighborhood, always takes this route home, but her intuition is telling us something's in the air tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So far, I'm following his storyline.
All right, here we go. I might go back just a...
He's a great guitar player, by the way.
Yeah, and he does this all kind of in one take, because you know how like there's kind of an interesting that he would leave a cough in there, or you know what I mean? That sort of
stuff. Yeah.
I feel like it just adds to the storytelling.
Yeah, because my first thought was Beyonce would never do that. But okay, go ahead.
Yeah, right. Here we go.
Your phone, don't fucking look at me. I mean it, bitch. Are you listening to me? Jenny freezes statue like a lady shakes stalactite. Feel like liquid nitrogen in the dark night. She tried to find strength to move, but stayed as still as a statue in high-heeled shoes. What the hell you playing at? You playing games with me? I swear to fucking God, I'll slice the rosy off your cheeks. You think I don't mean it, girl? You don't know me. The last thing you see will be a boy code. Screech reached with the sheath of the blade, with the teeth that could bite through steel and slice concrete, and he swung possessed with the devil in his chest, and the statue she was turned to butter in her breath. It was a quiet dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City. Jenny lay still on the cold concrete. She's found somewhere to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, 'cause she'd walked it about 1,000 times before. I guess that she escaped. It's such a shame.
Did Screech put her down?
Yeah, she died.
That damn Screech. What a sad story, but a quick story. But
Yeah. I really love.
Pretty bad.
One of my favorite lyrics is the concrete statue in high heels. I just thought that was such a cool way to talk about it, and like just the visualization that comes from it. And even when he said like the statue turned to butter. Like, I don't know, I just felt like there was some very great word choice or lyrics, I guess.
Yeah. I think he's pretty talented. The way that he tells his stories and his dialect can be a little bit, for me as an American from the West, to catch some of the words that he's saying when he's singing it. But I can catch a lot of it. Yeah. And it's a really sad story, but like I said, he can play to what his story is saying. So I love that.
Right. And well, like, and then it also, like, toward the end there, it said she escaped, right? So I think, did you hear that? Like, it almost,
yeah,
like,
at the end,
it was almost like dying.
The streets anymore.
Dying wasn't maybe a bad thing. That it was an escape somehow. I don't know. Ready for the part 2? This is Screech. That was Jenny's tale, and this is Screech's tale. Okay.
Our story, it starts right at the end of the life of poor Jenny, clocked out like Big Ben. This Screech, dear boy, where did he go? He melted into the black night just like snow. Patrick, man, let me in, please open the door. I think I fucked up, Patrick, really fucked up, man, I'm not sure. I got crazy, left this lady lying still on the floor. I think I killed her, Patrick, come on, man, I can't knock no more. But Screech kept on knocking till his knuckles became sore. But there's no sign of Patrick down at number 54. No refuge for our villain, for the bitter hands of fate, with something far more sinister in mind that does away.
It almost has a ska sound to it, huh?
A who sound?
Like ska. You know, like ska music.
No, Bonnie.
Gosh, how would I describe ska music? I don't know. I feel like there's parts where it sounds like ska is kind of like No Doubt was kind of ska-ish with Gwen Stefani. Remember?
Like scatting?
No, no. No, I can't even, like ska. Anyways, if I think about a better way to talk about it, and then it almost feels like there's like a Spanish kind of
a calypso kind of
vibe
vibe to his guitar playing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does give a Spanish and then the way that he like that, I think it also puts.
How does it go? Just teasing. I loved that you did that. I just wanted more. All right, here we go.
Hey, babe, are you in? No, nothing really. I'm just a bit tired. Listen, can I swing around yours for a few moments? I just really miss you, babe. What the fuck do you mean you're busy? You fucking bitch! For fuck's sakes! Siren sounds approaching like a banshee in the night. The shrill cry of justice cutting like the sharpest knife. But Screech was never one to run, not one to miss a fight. One hand upon his blade, he turned to face the blue lights. Come on then, you fucking cunts, let's fucking have you then. I am Screech, I'm the boss, I'm the ender of men. You think that uniform you're wearing means that you own these streets? These are my fucking streets, and they call me fucking Screech. Richard was an officer who stood at 6'3", working London on the night shift. What he didn't think he'd see was a boy running at him like an animal possessed. With no time to hesitate, he fired 4 bullets at Screech's chest. Our story, it ends right at the start. Young Screech and poor Jenny lying one street apart. An officer shaken by the boy that he claimed. 2 bodies lay lifeless, and it's such a shame. It's such a shame.
Well, my first thought was, I don't know if I'm gonna be dancing to this song in a club.
Yeah, not that kind of song.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. Like, I didn't think I stated this before. I think REN is a fantastic storyteller. I think he is a great musician. But I wonder where his music genre fits. Is there a genre for it? I mean, there's no. It's a story. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's great, but how would you listen to it?
He's got other stuff too, that is a little bit more of like a bop, I guess, that you would
Is
like.
it a mainstream? Is that the word I'm looking for? Mainstream or?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's like some of his music is just like rap songs that you would like. I mean, I often find myself listening to him again and again. I think like Hi Ren, I like to listen to a lot over and over because it kind of like it. I don't know. I just get hope and strength from it.
Yeah.
So I really
it. The first song was great. I'm not like this too, but it's telling a story, and there's 2 different versions of the story. And again, that's what I'm saying. This is where his artistry comes in, right? Because he definitely has a different way of doing his music. The whole phone thing, sweetie. I don't know if he was talking to his own girlfriend or was that.
He called his girlfriend. He called
Screech,
his girlfriend.
Was that Screech?
Yeah, Screech
calling somebody to go try to get to their house. Is that what that was, or was that?
Yeah, he was trying. he was trying to get away from the police, and his buddy Patrick wouldn't let him in his house. So he called his girl to see if he could go over there, and she said no.
Okay, because when he
And
picked up the
freaking out
phone,
because he knew that the police were going to be there any minute.
okay.
So then the police showed up. Did you notice the how did you like at the end there with the like took 4 shots in the chest
With the guitar? Yeah. That was definitely
for each bullet. And then the video was kind of like as if it was Screech and fell.
Mm-hmm.
Like he died or whatever, which I thought was just really clever. So
I'm just not understanding why he picked up the phone.
He was trying to call his girl so that he could get a safe place to stay.
Right.
Which I know,
but why didn't he just play that on the guitar?
I don't know. I think it just added a little bit of layer to it. I don't know if you noticed that he did though. He kind of sung like he said it more poetically than like there was like sing song he said instead of just said. Like there was one part where he kind of held like the word I think a little longer and went into the next one in a way that you wouldn't say if you were just talking to somebody, but it definitely kind of said, oh, like this is more of like a poem or something that's written like lyrics, I guess. So this is the end of Screech's tale, and there's one more. It's called Violet's Tale, I think.
London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. Rhythmic beeps and bloodstains, she saw a lady weep. She's tired and frail. To set the scene, we must rewind the hands of time for Violet's tale.
Did you hear that was like rewinding?
Hmm.
The
Is
sound.
that what he was doing with the guitar?
It kind of sounded like he was rewinding. What do you think so far? So what's going on?
Well, I'll tell you, so far Violet's story's got a much better tone for me than Screech's and Jenny's so far. And let me just tell you, the word that came to me watching him play was like, what a genius bandolero. I mean, he can truly play. And then the bellowing of the ooh was fantastic. I mean, he held that very nicely so far.
Yeah, he's so good. I'm going to go back.
And we're going to pause a minute and wait for Bonnie Violet to get back on. We've been having technical difficulties to all night.
Like, girl, bye. What the heck?
And I'm sitting here like, and a moment from our sponsor.
I'm like, what the heck just happened?
I need a shampoo bottle or something. I don't know.
I'm like, Jesus. Okay, I think it was at like 9. I think that, oh, looky there. I think this is a great place to start. You ready?
I guess so.
Jesus. Here we go.
Violet was a silent girl, grew up with violent starts. Her mother was a drinker and her father was a bastard. Every night he took her tie but never left the room. I'll spare you with the things he did, I'm sure her mother knew. Violet was a silent girl, she moved out at 16. A semi-detached council flat, paid for by a welfare scheme. Packing shelves at Tesco, stacking jars like pickled bricks. She met a boy named Stevie and he was a little prick.
You get what's happening so far?
So I think he was saying that her mother was an alcoholic, her father was a jerk. Did he trying to say that her father molested her?
Yeah.
She left at 16.
Yeah.
And now she jacked up with some loser.
Yeah, and like that mom knew, I think was the other aspect. And then it was kind of cool how the sound changes. You know how you went from like the room into the hallway and it just
kind of
cool.
Setting is good. I like the setting. It's set in like in a hospital.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And that was like the beginning. There was like all the beeping, like the monitors and stuff. Here we go. Oops.
Violet was a silent girl, she moved out at 16. A semi-detached council flat, paid for by a welfare scheme. Packing shelves at Tesco, stacking jars like pickled bricks. She met a boy named Stevie and he was a little prick. Violet was a silent girl and Violet she fell fast. See, Stevie was a wrong un, but he sure knew how to charm her. Every night he took her tie but never left the room. History repeats itself, he'd paint her black and blue and dark. She never stood a chance. The devil comes to dance.
Such a like tragic words and story, but it just sounds so beautiful. The way his voice carries, and then with that, I'm just like, oh, it just sounds so angelic. But it's like
Dark,
real dark. Here we go.
Violet, why are you always so quiet? On her bedroom door and he's irate. He's been drinking and smoking, he's up late. And he stands by her bedside, she shakes, but her eyes stay shut. You fucking slut, I know you're up. And he pinches her eyelids and folds them up. Violet, why are you lying to me, Violet? She stays silent, things turn violent. That's the sound of his fists when they fall like a crashing pilot. Hit like hailstones, one to the collarbone, full force, full blown, blood's black bone, crack, knick-knack, paddywhack, one to the jaw when the tooth spat, detached fist connects and disconnects a bone. A quick deflect to misdirect the blow, but nonetheless his punches met her throat. Such a mess he's left her bruised and broke. Violet, why you always so silent, Violet? Why you such a little liar, Violet? Do you think I want to do this, Violet? In character, she stays silent. Well, say something, Violet. Silence. Fucking say something, Violet. Silence. Wait. Say something, Violet. Not one word. She stays quiet.
Are you like, fuck?
another one.
I saw you look away there for a second. All right, here we go.
London city, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. The doctor, in a state of shock, saw something here so very wrong. See, Violet, she was pregnant. Poor Violet, she was 9 months gone. Turning to the doctor, Violet broke her silence and she cried, if I'm to die right here tonight, please let my baby stay alive. The doctor soon regained composure, called the surgeon to come in. As Violet's world turned to black, the curtains closed, the lights went dim. In London city, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington just lost the fight to stay alive. A tragedy or a miracle, it happened on these very streets. Two twins aligned side by side. A girl named Jenny and a boy named Screech.
Well, Bonnie Violet. So Violet's children are Screech and Jenny. So they both are 14. Why is Jenny wearing heels at 14, first of all?
Well, I mean, given like you kind of heard the life that Violet had, I would think that Jenny's probably isn't too far fetched, especially
so Jenny's walking the streets and Screech is out because of the separation as twins. And that's a devastating little story. That's a very powerful song.
Yeah.
Very powerful. It's a great story. It's a sad but beautiful story, sung in 3 different ways. Yeah. So again, Mr. REN.
Yeah, well, and it's almost like I feel like there's a little bit of like Shakespeare or like, you know, like there's a tale and it is kind of like tragic, kind of like even like maybe like a rock opera kind of thing, because you know, operas a lot of the time are tragic. So it's definitely like tragedy, but I think it also speaks on like generational traumas and systems, and in a lot of ways there was a lot of because even though Screech killed Jenny, there was still kind of this compassion that you might have had for him once you came to understand it all a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like where's his parents? Oh, well, there's that part of it. And then where's her parents? Oh, well, there's that part. So it's generational dysfunction through the whole song if you really dissect it. And it's a beautiful tragedy, sung beautifully.
Did you see that happening in the end?
No, I wouldn't have thought that was their mother. You know, and jeez.
Yeah, I remember
when they go live with their grandparents.
Well, I don't mean they probably didn't go to dad because dad murdered mom pretty much.
Oh, did he?
Well, he beat her.
I mean, not their mom and not their immediate, not Jenny and Screech's immediate parents, but their grandparents, the drunk and the asshole.
Well, yeah, I mean, I feel like it seems like they were separated. Yeah. Like whether it was in the system or 2 different family members, but it seemed like they obviously didn't know of each other. Maybe they knew of each other, but they didn't know.
I was just saying, what if he did know that was his sister? He just wanted a purse.
Yeah, I didn't get that vibe.
So much to unpack.
I know, right? But yeah, I look, and we'll have to listen to some more of REN that's not like this storytelling stuff.
Yeah, one day we'll listen to.
It's great.
Yes.
But it's a certain vibe for sure.
I enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed it. Would I get up and listen to it every day? Maybe in the shower or something.
How many? We should come up with like a rating system. I'm like,
okay.
How many scissors would you give it? I don't know. I'm like thinking cut.
How many snaps?
How many blades?
On
a scale of 1 to 10.
I would probably say that was about a 5 for me.
A 5, really?
Yeah, that's a 5.
Why just middle of the road?
Middle of the road? Well, if it's for differency, it's a 10 because I've never heard anything like it before for differency. But on my normal scale, if I would ever, you know what I mean, for originality, it's a 10. I'll give it a 10 for originality because there's so many things that can go there. But for just normal music genres for me, country, everything that I've ever heard of, I would do it. I would give it a 5.
Yeah, I definitely think it's like, it's not like, it's like once you've listened to it once, there's not necessarily like, I don't know. I just don't feel like there's a draw to listen to it again. In the same way that you might say Hi Ren or whatever, because it's just tragic. There's no hope there. I mean, the only hope is that death, right? So that you're not
He's very dark.
So you're not suffering anymore or something. So yeah, I don't think it's not one that I go back to and listen to.
If you're in a dark place and you resonate, you can vibe with that. If you like dark music, you know, like some people relate to that. I don't relate to dark music. I relate to, you know, happy-go-lucky music, something that's inspiring. You know, you brought up the pink, well, not pink, but the ska music. Who was the artist you mentioned? Who was that artist?
No Doubt, Gwen Stefani.
No Doubt. Love her music. I would listen to it again. There's a story behind her music. You know, Don't Speak. It's something there. This one, maybe because there's only him and a guitar. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it's just not something that me personally would go back to. But I could listen to another song of his, but what would be my motivation for listening to it besides for something like this?
Would you share it with anyone?
No.
Hell no. No. All right. Well, that was it's been a long night.
Thanks, Mark, but no.
We're recording this late at night, so that's why we might be a little punch drunk.
Is that what we are?
Maybe. I'm starting to feel delirious. I think partially just we were having so many challenges with, I don't know what but we're new to all of this, I guess. And so we're going to have to work through some of these little kinks, but we just pushed through. I mean, because we just did a hour-long reaction to a fashion show. And then we just did a 30-minute reaction to REN and probably about another 30 to 45 minutes in between trying to fix
the lighting right.
It's been a long night. I appreciate you being able to do this tonight.
But also, we would really like more content from you guys. If there's something that you would like to share with the reaction, we were all for it. You know, It's not gonna always be positive. Keep that in mind. Because I think Bonnie's mad at me.
Oh no, I'm not mad at you. I did think 5 was kind of a low overall, but I understand why as well. Because it doesn't have like a listen back kind of, you know, vibe to it. It's not something you're gonna put on.
Well, he said he's not looking for a Grammy. He's doing it because this is how he wants to express himself. So he ain't mad at me.
That's why I think he would do well. He would do well to write like a rock opera, like musical or something, like
it's art
along those lines. Yeah,
it's art.
Very much so. But we'll listen to the next REN thing we'll do. Won't be quite like this. But you know, we'll hear what people suggest for us. Maybe Mark will have another one, and he can kind of help guide us in the next layer. Of REN. All right. Well, have a good one, everyone.
What will we be sharing next week, Bonnie? What's on our minds?
Well, we're actually going to go back to like a regular episode. You know, for folks who maybe are just coming across our reactions, we have Cut and Uncut podcast, and we are trans. We're in recovery. We're like a lot alike, and we're vastly different. And
vastly,
right? I mean, just look at us. And so we just kind of get on. We've shared our recovery stories in the past. We've talked about Black History Month was recently, and so Daphne talked about being Black and trans and kind of the intersections of all of that. And we've had
gender dysphoria.
we've talked about, I'm like, what else have we talked about? But yeah, so check those out if you're
Family
interested.
dynamics, the whole shebang.
You're interested in learning a little bit more about us. And we'll do these reaction videos as well too. We've been kind of doing them when we have to, like when we can't go live when we normally go live. But you know, I think this is something we can try to do as, you know, as things come up. So
Ooh.
Well,
so what's the next big holiday? It's gonna be, what is it? St. Patrick's Day.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Are
I'm
we
like,
wearing
the next
green?
big holiday for me is my birthday party in 2 days.
You having a birthday party?
Yeah, when I do the drag show, my drag
You invite me
debut.
to your birthday party, Bonnie Violet.
Girl, you are in the Midwest. I am in the Northwest. Like, are you gonna hop in a plane and come to a show to play bingo at 7:30 on Thursday night?
Can I zoom in?
No. Maybe I'll have somebody live stream it, but that's about it.
Well, I hope you have a wonderful birthday party, Bonnie. And thank all of you for joining us. We had a magnificent time tonight. I enjoyed the fashion. I enjoyed Ren. And most of all, Bonnie, I enjoyed you.
Likewise. I'm enjoying this journey that we're on. Folks, go ahead and check us out on YouTube. Listen to us on Spotify. Go to TikTok, or, you know, we'd love it if you got some merch.
Some merch, yep. Some of this. I got a mint green one. I can never get this right, Bonnie.
I know, it's like it's a little backward, but you got it. And then there's like a glare because it's a glossy mug, but hey, get the point. If you get a pillow, like,
ooh, I love your pillow. Whoa.
dainty kind of.
You're so feminine with your pillow.
Right. They have this is the 20 by 20, and they have like an 18 by 18 and a 16 by 16. So they do have smaller ones too.
Is it soft?
It is. It's soft and squishy, but it's got like a good firmness to it too, though. And it's a like the fabric is kind of thick, so it probably like wash well too. So it should last a long time.
Give us a better picture of it. I want to see what it looks like. Put it right side.
I'm like, I can't see.
There you go. Bring it closer to me on the other side. To the other side of your camera. Okay, good.
Oh.
There it is, folks. Cut and uncut. Bonnie Violet and Daphne's pillow. Make sure you sleep on the cut side, y'all.
Right. that's where I'll drool, right? Drool. All right, we better go. We're getting crazy.
We love y'all. Have a
All
good
right.
night.
Bye-bye.